Hello, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Front Mission. Alright, so I assume you've seen the cutscene where Glenn and Walter engage in combat, and it's now time to head back to Freedom City and see what happens here. So we've got the mayor trapped in City Hall, and Hellswall is making demands. Oh. Grieg with the piffy comment. So this gives some context to what's happening in the Front Mission 5 mission, where it's like, you know, you just kind of end up fighting Glenn in some suburb, but when you see what's happening at the center of Freedom City, and like, you know, the fact that the OCU forces are collapsing just as Walter is fighting Glenn, it makes what happens afterwards for Walter make a lot more sense. That, you know, he was at the edge of this battle, and Glenn's forces basically got caught out of position by the aerial assault on Freedom City, and then they ended up meeting there and fighting. And of course, Walter wins, just as Kevin and Hellswall capture the center of Freedom City. So we did pretty well. Lost one unit, which is not the best, but could have been a lot worse. So Kevin, not gonna let go, still interested in Maria, and Maria still not really all that interested in keeping things going, but she does have a kind of affection for Kevin still. So I get the feeling that Maria's not going to be there tomorrow morning. Sadly for Kevin. Alright, so at this point, you're going to want to switch back to the Front Mission 5 scenario and watch a couple cutscenes with the aftermath of Glenn losing the fight and then being in captivity. And once you're done with that, you can come back and watch the rest of this video. I know this is really sort of fragmented and split up, but things are happening fast and furious at this point. You know, the war has really got kicked off, so both Walter and Kevin are very busy men. Okay, so now that you've seen what happened to Glenn and Walter, you can, watch some more of this. Let's see what's happening at the bar. He's a real philosopher. Yeah, I'm sure everyone will be happy. Oops, sorry about that. Wrong person. So this talk about the arena is kind of foreshadowing something that's going to happen a little bit longer, or a little bit further down the road. We can go to the arena. They don't have people to talk to in this. Keep forgetting that. Keep thinking, oh, it's like in Front Mission 2 where you can talk to people in the arena, but no, that's not the case. Okay, so let's go to the command room and see what our commanding officer has to say. Sorry I'm late, sir. I was hanging out at the bar. That doesn't sound ominous at all, coming from someone like Driscoll. So tomorrow you will bring materials from the OCU as planned. This is quite significant. Remember, there was a helicopter that was flying in such a way as to almost be avoiding its own troops, right? On that secret mission we did. And they've got some special forces bringing materials from the OCU. So something is up with Driscoll. I mean, of course we knew something was up, but we have a better idea now what's going on. Okay, so we've done that. Now we're actually going to go back to the command room. Oh, Grieg. So, actually, mentioned before the Frost HW, and it turns out that the Hellswall was not using Frost HWs in that previous mission. It's actually here that they first get the Frost HWs with the 400mm armor plates bolted onto them. So there we go. We are going to do some sparring with Hell's Wall, and this is the second secret mission in the USN campaign. So actually, I'm just going to do a bit of a save here. And a save state, and then gonna wrap this one up. I'm gonna do some setup for our Vonzers, and I will see you next time with the second secret mission and our duel against Hell's Wall and their new Frosts.